Exactly. I tried kind of popularization of the politics. I mean, to try to interest maybe young people and people who are actually not interested in politics. That's actually the goal of the process.
Indeed, because that's another thing that I found extraordinary. Many years ago, I was here, and the Socialist Party maybe didn't have as many young people, right, willing to participate. And I think that
Sure.
little by little, why is that?
I don't actually have a full explanation, but there is that's clearly a movement to the right to the youth population. They are actually more interested. They think they can worth to be part of the politics, and we can see it in the result. Actually, not only in my politics part, like the Parti Socialiste in French. But we can see that actually in every, maybe more on the left, because we are maybe more progressive, and the rights maybe a little bit more conservative. But anyway, that's we can see, of course, a movement. There is a move to the youth people, and youth people are more interested in politics. I am. No, actually, I don't exactly know why. I couldn't say I'm part of it because, well, I don't know if I'm still young. I'm 35, so I'm actually in the middle. There is definitely people younger than me, under 25, and I think the youngest now in the city council is 21.
Really?
And she's the youngest. It's a young lady. And she's the youngest, and I think the average age is around 42, but definitely, what's the word in English? A move to the young
Right.
and youngest people, younger people.
It's time that you take the reins.
Actually, yes, definitely, we have to. I mean, the city council has to be a good representation of the population. So it is, I think, important to be to try to be at least more representative.
Yes, indeed. And it's good to see, because there is always this criticism of millennials, right? That they are not as engaged. And I find the very opposite. I think they are. And even more in the last 5-10 years, you know.
We saw it, yeah.
They graduated from university, from college in 2010, when the Wall Street riots were in because the banks bail out. So you grew up to be more aware politically of how important it is to participate in the political process, in partisan politics, or simply to be more aware and vote and understand why you are voting and who are you voting.
Definitely, yeah, yes, definitely. I try to, with these videos, I mean, I try to interest a bit more. It is a way for me to try to attract attention, to be more, I mean, boring. If I can use the word. Politics.
Of course.
Politics is actually for young people and the youth. Most of the time they say, no, it's just boring, I'm not interested. But it's not actually totally true. As you said, there is part of the population who are more and more interested. But I mean, the goal of the process was just to try to interest more and more people, even maybe people less graduated and less interested in politics affair. And so that's it.
Yeah. To produce the videos yourself, or you have a company that a PR or advertising?
I am actually the company.
Oh.
And I produced all the video by myself. Mm-hmm. It's like a hobby for me. I like doing this. I produce a little bit of video for myself, or for friends, for startups, or for I have a little business with this, but it's more a hobby, and I actually very like the process. So it was a pleasure for me to do it. I mean,
Brilliant.
a goal, and to do it.
Yeah, I enjoyed very much. There is a campaign because you are in the committee for sports too, for the city.
Exactly.
So what are the things we are expecting to see coming up?
I am actually, my main job is in medicine. I'm a doctor in cardiovascular physiology. Sorry, and I'm very sensitive about this. And for me, sports is part actually of medicine. I'm very interested in the yes, the medical part of the, if I can say like that, in the medical part of the sports, and or maybe more the public health part of the middle of the sports. Sorry. So definitely you'll see in Geneva next month a few things and a few objects trying to improve the sports and the physical activities in Geneva for the inhabitants. We will try, and it's for me very important to try to improve the physical activity and try to teach to people maybe to eat well with less junk food and more local food and health food. So that's part of of my, if I can say, my program.
So
So
you are still working then at the University of Geneva. You are a
yes,
researcher, you're researching physiology and cardiovascular diseases, I understand.
exactly.
So that is your full-time job, and the council, the city council, is something you do. You run for office for the first time now, just recently, right?
Exactly, yes. But all the politics in Geneva, I mean, in the deliberative, I mean, the city council, none of us are actually only in the politics. We all have another job. It is not a full-time job, so we do work on our field. I mean, my field is the medicine and the research, and that's why for me that part, I mean, sports is a way to to attack, if I can say that in that word, the public health, the problem, some issues in the public health, and physical activity is for me one way and an interesting one. Try to improve the physical activity in the population, which is for me it's actually not the case for every politics for everyone in the city council, but for me it's definitely a way to very important in politics. Sports is most of the time like uh, we say in French, the parent pauvre. I don't know in English actually the name, but
Yeah.
people are not actually very interested. It's not, it's not very important. There is definitely more. There is things very more important than this, but it is actually, I mean, a very interesting way to work on different public health issues and problems. So I would try to do my best to improve this in the next years.
Yes, indeed. You are tackling one of the most important economic issues of our time, which in public health is like everything. The wealth of a country is its people, right? And if the people
Mm-hmm.
are not healthy, you can't have a booming economy. Sick people can't work. And this seems obvious, right? But
Not for everyone, but yes.
but looking into the numbers, into the economics of it, you see that this is one of the most important things that you have to start in terms of public services, on how public policy can address the issue of creating economic prosperity, right? So that's why I
Totally agree. Yes, for sure.
forward to speaking with you and finding out more. So what kind of projects you have right now that are going through the process of approval and becoming public policy and becoming events or things? Do you have anything that you can tell us already in terms of, because you just started the session, right, in the city council?
Exactly, we started in the beginning of June. So and right now we stop for the summer break. So we'll start again, and it is actually the real start, I would say, will be in September. But still, we don't stop working on project, and we actually work on with colleagues on a few things linked to the COVID-19. We actually took the point of view that COVID it is definitely a huge issue and public health right now we are living with, and we are trying to figure out how to actually work with this and try to resolve many different problems. There is economics problem, there is health problems, but personally and with a few colleagues, we just try to work on what actually when I can start. We actually saw that most of victims of the COVID-19 were also there is comorbidities like high tensions and many different disease like this one, and it's sad, but most of the victims and the death were actually already sick, and we try to understand why these people. We try to understand, and there is actually answer, and the answer is definitely there is a big issue which are I just to remember in English all the words. We've got cardiovascular problems and different. No, it's not actually that. Sorry. To find in English. I'm not used to work every day in English, sorry. But we have different, I don't find the words in English.
Diabetes is like one of the comorbidities.
I will try to find it, but we have different aspects that are actually big problems for public health. And we just try to understand the most important ones and to work on it, which are actually so far we don't have all the answer, of course, but we're gonna try to work on pollution, air pollution, which one thing. There is also. If I remember well, we have this, and we have also, I'm sorry, but I just don't remember right now in English the word. Damn it.
Don't worry, it will come to you when you listen.
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit blank. But
when you think about it, it will come back to you when you are.
It will come back soon. It will come back soon. Sorry, but.
So, but in any case, yes, I find it very fascinating that you are really looking at these issues, which are fundamental, right? We think of economic prosperity, just, making sure everybody has jobs and that the economy, is doing well because you have industry that moves in here, enterprises, support entrepreneurship. All this is all well and good. But if the work population is not in good health, you can't really create prosperity through all these other measures. So it's like a very fundamental way that you are addressing, which I thought was interesting. So I'm looking forward to following you up what's happening.
Thank you.
When does return to the city council?
Sorry, I just lost the connection a few seconds. I didn't hear you.
When when do you come back to work at the city council? again?
In September. I mean,
Summer.
end of August.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's end of yeah, on end of August. Then we are back. You are back there.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. And we will try to to work with all this work. We are actually going to work this summer on this different way to act on the COVID and the public health, and try to yes to give some option for the city council and vote for different things that we think it's possible to improve. There is a few things coming back, so we're going to work also on the stress at work. It is definitely something very, very important for the health in general and the public health. And so we're going to try to offer different objects and try to vote on it in September.
Excellent.
But there is indeed, as you said, many different ways to. There is also in the economic way of thinking. No, I cannot say that, but anyway, there is different point of view, and we of course need to work on everyone and every point of view, because otherwise we could risk to leave someone behind. So definitely we're going to try to work on every aspect and try to leave no one behind.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Tim Fontolliet from the City Council of Geneva, in an interview with the UN Brief. Thank you very much, Tim.